Are you dealing with a Delta monitor shower valve that drips or doesn't balance temperature properly? I'm going to show you how that one's done today. There are a few different types of Delta cartridges which are going to be used depending on the trim kit you have. I'll have them linked in the description, but it's all going to be the same general repair. This particular one's going to have an extra step if you only have one handle, but you can still watch this one, match up the cartridge you need, and be able to get things accomplished. So go ahead and plunge that like button, and let's get started. First thing you want to do is shut water off to the house, and then we're going to go ahead and open up the valve. Make sure it's open all the way, hot and cold. So if you have two handles, go ahead and put your middle one in the center position. If you only have the one, put the one in the center position. Next, we're going to pop off the front handle. This comes off by hand. Just pull back on the lever portion, and it'll come right off. Using a Phillips screwdriver, we'll go ahead and remove the Phillips screw and the internal components within the handle. Now pull off the outer handle. If your valve only had one handle, you more than likely have an Allen screw that's holding it in place, so you'll want to match that up with the correct screw for your setup, and then remove the handle. Slide off the center trim piece. You'll now have a bonnet nut that's holding the cartridge in position. These nuts can sometimes be quite difficult to remove. There are times that they need to be carefully cut away and then replaced. There will be a link to where you can purchase a new bonnet nut in the description in the event that you have to carefully cut it off. However, I'm going to show you an alternative solution in the event that the pair of pliers is not quite strong enough to get it to turn. I recently purchased this bonnet socket tool, and the way this works, it's designed to go right around the Delta bonnet nut. You're then going to take a 3/16 Allen key and tighten down the Allen screw until it really clamps onto the nut, and it should then be able to rotate off in most circumstances where it's too stuck for the pliers. With the nut off, we'll go ahead and take our cartridge and pull it out. Sometimes it'll come out nicely by hand, other times you may have to grip it with your pliers, but it should pull straight out regardless. This one had a white plate with additional washers on it. I'm going to go ahead and replace this as well since the new cartridge includes it. So we're going to pull that straight out too. Make sure nothing else is within the valve body at this point. We're going to go ahead and install the new white piece with the washers. It comes with a little tool that's already on position. You're going to push it in place and then pop the tool off and out. I like to apply a little bit of silicone grease to the O-rings. With that part pushed in all the way and the tool removed, we're now going to go ahead and get the cartridge in position. I'm going to go ahead and put some silicone grease around the O-ring on that cartridge as well. I'm not sure if it's going to come through on the camera or not, but if you take a look at the face of the black piece here, you'll notice that one side is going to say hot side. You're going to want to make sure that that portion is to the left when you do the installation. I'm now going to take some silicone grease and grease up the threads where our bonnet nut goes. It's just going to help that bonnet nut to come off nicely down the road if you ever need to do this job again. Now I'm going to slide the bonnet nut over the cartridge. We're going to hold the cartridge in place while we begin to tighten it down so that the little grooves don't try to pop out of position. Once it's hand tight, you can either use your pliers or the bonnet socket if you have it to then tighten it back in position. I'm going to use the bonnet socket. Go ahead and slide the trim piece back over. Take the outer handle and catch the grooves on the black portion of the cartridge. Put it in the off position. Install the housing for the interior handle. And tighten the screw in place. Pop the interior handle back on. Now you're ready to turn water back onto the house and test out your work. Make sure the hot and cold is on the correct side. If you do not have hot and cold on the correct side, you can actually remove the cartridge and flip the orientation. In other words, where it says hot side, install that facing to the right. If you've installed hot side facing to the left, but hot and cold is not on the correct side, this means that the water lines within the wall are actually reversed. So by flipping that cartridge around, you'll then re-reverse it again and put it back in the correct orientation. And with that, you're all set. Well done, my friend. See you on the next one.